YouTubers, subscribers, and friends. Welcome to my channel. Another beautiful another beautiful morning for a beautiful hike. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I can't even talk this morning. Too early. I'm out on another early hike. I forgot my walking stick today. The wind is blowing pretty good this morning, so I apologize if the camera's picking up any wind noise. I'm gonna come out and get another, I don't know, 20-minute walk. I got things to do today, but I gotta get my walks in first. Look at this giant cactus over here. Beautiful. I've not been on this trail since before I left to Florida. It's been what, about three months now since I've been hiked in this trail. This one's one gigantic saguaro. I saw a coyote hiking. Actually, I was hiking maybe 5 miles over that way, direction over there. You can actually see that this arm right here has broken off, and that arm is laying down here on the ground. It wasn't like that last time I came out here. All these saguaros over in this area, they're like falling apart. Maybe I'll see some wildlife today. That was cool. Yesterday I saw a coyote. I love it when I'm out hiking and I see wildlife. I guess from all the monsoons, rains, all these trails are filled with sand now. Look at this track right there. That's an old snake track. Goes like that. I don't know it's old because you can just tell it's old. Yeah, I don't know, it might be a couple of days old. Gotta get my mind off of snakes. Because we manifest what we think, and I don't like thinking like that when I'm on these hikes. Gotta think of positive things. Right? Words are very powerful. You know? They're like spells. That's why they're called spelling bees. You spell the words because you're casting spells. We're very powerful humans, but we've forgotten how powerful we are with our thinking. You know, they say words are like swords or knives. They're very damaging. I tell you that in the Bible, right? What is that like? I'm not religious or anything like that. I'm not going to get all religious on you, but I have read the Bible a lot as a kid growing up, so I remember a lot of stuff. I think it was John, you know, John something. Yes, it was. We are sons and daughters of God, right? He created us in His image, right? So if we are sons and daughters of God, and He's the creator, and He created all this stuff, then it means we have the ability to create too. We're very creative humans. And so whatever you say to somebody, your words are very powerful. You're creating stuff without even understanding it. That's why you shouldn't call people names. That's why you shouldn't use slang, you know, because words are powerful. Here, I'll give you. There's a like I said in John chapter something. There's a saying that says in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Right? So I mean, you can God, Creator, whatever you want to call Him. Very powerful words. You know. That's why I always like to tell people nice things. I like to say something about, oh, you're beautiful, you look nice today. Always send out positive energy. Because I talk about this all the time. You know, words are like a rock in a small, calm lake. You know, you pick up that rock and you throw the rock, right? And that energy, whether you're angry or you're in a good mood or whatever, attaches to that rock. And you throw that rock. Whatever energy is attached to that rock is going to hit that water, and it's going to create a ripple effect. And those ripples are going to spread out, go across the lake, And you think that's it, I'm done. That's all I did, right? No, but those ripples create a vibration. Whatever negative energy you have on your mind or positive energy you have on your mind, you send it out in that rock. You're casting that rock out. You're casting your energy out. And it's going across the lake. And those, even though you don't see those ripples anymore, but they hit the bank of the lake and they create a different vibration. And it sends out a sound that you can't hear. But the insects can hear. Maybe some animals can hear. And it just keeps going to infinity. You know, once you create an energy, it never stops. It just keeps expanding and expanding. You know, and that's what happens with words. You know, you say mean things to people, and that energy from those mean words gets sent out to that person that you're talking to, and you cause a ripple effect. And it just keeps expanding and expanding and expanding. That's why it's always nice to say nice things, you know. You ever heard that saying? When I was growing up, there was a saying that didn't your mom ever teach you, you know, if you don't have nothing to say, nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all? Look at this bird here. Look at, he's just flying right around me. Look at him. That's awesome. He just keeps going back and forth. I hope the camera picks it up. It's awesome to watch. I can see some dog prints, probably coyote prints. This is a lizard trail. I mean, you see that line? When the lizard runs, it drags his tail and it leaves a little line. Kind of similar to what a snake does, but the snakes are bigger. These are definitely lizard tracks. Because there's so many lizards over here. I'm going to do probably about a 15-minute walk out, turn around and walk back 15 minutes. We get a 30-minute walk in. It's nice. We didn't get any rain yesterday, although it did get hot. I'm pretty sure these are coyote tracks I'm seeing everywhere here, because the dogs aren't allowed out here on these trails. Just have signs up that say no dogs. I mean, I talk about this all the time about, you know, we manifest what we think. You know, words are powerful. You know, people like to be mean to people. I don't understand that. Why people like to say mean things to people. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I'm Jesus and I can walk on water unless it's frozen. But I would say 95% of the time I'm an extremely positive person. I'm always saying nice things to people, you know, because I do believe in karma. Karma will come back and bite you on the ass. Yeah, I don't like to use my horn when I'm driving. There's all kinds of dog prints everywhere here. I saw that coyote yesterday, so pretty much, if I had to guess what that was, I'm saying this coyote prints. Because I get a lot of people watch my YouTube channel, you watch my videos, and a lot of new people. And I get a lot of people asking me the same questions that everybody's asked me over the years, because I've been doing YouTube for a long time, almost 13 years now. I've had many different YouTube channels. You know, this channel right here is not my oldest, it's not my first one either. But you know, in case you're new to my channel, I've been doing YouTube videos since November of 2005. How do I know that? Because my wife bought me a camera right before Thanksgiving, and that's how I know. So a lot of times I get, you know, people, you know, ask these same questions over and over, and sometimes it does get old, but you have to understand there's a lot of new people that are just new to my channel. They don't know I live in Arizona. You know, some people, they see the swirls and cactuses, they don't know it's Arizona, right? Because even though I say it in the videos, sometimes I say it in the titles, I still get that question, where do you live? I live in Arizona. I don't live in Tucson, I live near Tucson. You know, and I hike every day, or I walk every day. I don't do as long as hike as I used to a couple of years ago. I mean, I used to come out for hours and hours, but you know, life changes. Kids grow up, they want to go places, and you know, so I have to squeeze in, I have to make time to come out and do these hikes so I can upload videos, you know, almost every day to my channel. That's another reason why I cut back on my video uploads, is because I don't have as much time as I used to have. That's the cholla cactus. One thing about hiking out in the desert, even if you hike on trails like this, is every day when I get home, I have to take my shoes off. Here, let me see if I can lean up against this tree. And then pick out the thorns and stuff like that that are stuck to the bottom of my feet. Otherwise you walk in the house and then you got stickers and thorns everywhere. Your wife or your kids step on it and they're like, ow! So that's one thing you have to do. Something really big just jumped out of this tree over there. I don't know if the camera picked up the noise. Sound like what a deer would do when they're sitting in a tree and they stand up and they jump off and they take off running. Or it could be javelinas. I forgot my walking stick. I was in a rush this morning. It's weird because usually I'll hear that sound and then I'll see them jumping and running off in the distance. Like I saw that coyote yesterday. Huh. Oh, look at these flowers. Not fully open, but looks nice. Let me see how long I've been walking here. Ocotillos look nice. There's something moving around over there in the brush. That's where I heard that loud, like, tree branch breaking, snapping. I'm not going to walk over there because I didn't bring my walking stick. And this weather, because it's nice and cool out right now, it's only 82 degrees, breezy, it brings out the wildlife. And that snap, like I said, I don't know if the camera picked it up, was pretty big and loud. Like it sounded like a huge animal breaking something. So I've been out here 20 minutes. I'm trying to go back to my car now. It's amazing how fast the time flies by when you're out walking and just having fun. Because I do enjoy these walks. Yeah, there's something moving around over there. I'm going to leave it alone because I don't have my walking stick. But I do get a lot of questions. People ask me, you ever see wildlife? Yes, I do see wildlife. I've seen javelina, coyotes, bobcats, you know, rabbits, snakes. You know, I don't see any snakes out here on these hikes. I see snakes in my yard or at the park, you know, in the city. Which is funny because it's in the city and not expecting to see that kind of stuff. But I have seen bobcats out on these trails. Big birds, eagles, hawks. You know, I've been hiking in the desert for a long time. Grew up hiking in the desert. Am I scared? People ask me, am I scared? No, I'm not scared. I respect the wildlife. I give them their space. You know, like with the coyote. I know a coyote is going to run away. If you see a coyote and you go after it, it's going to run from you. Javelinas will run from you, but if they feel cornered or threatened, they will attack you. Same thing with bobcats. You know, bobcats are just like a regular house cat, except they're bigger. And they can do more damage. They bite, but they're not going to come after you because you're not on their food list. You are the enemy, so they're going to avoid you. Now, a mountain lion, I don't know about mountain lions. You could walk right by it. A mountain lion can be laying right there and not even moving. You wouldn't even know it, and you walk right by it. You know, so unless it was really starving, it would probably come after you. But other than that, it's not going to move. It's going to, especially if it's hot, it's going to stay put. Right? It's like house cats. You know, if you have a house cat and you walk by your house cat, you won't even know the cat is laying on the couch because it doesn't move. Especially my cat, it blends in with the couch so well. You know, so, you know, basically cats are the same, it's just they're bigger out here in the wild. You know, and I'm not on the food list for mountain lions, so I'm not really worried about it. As long as I'm not messing with the mountain lion. That's a huge pack rat den right there. Yeah, these pack rats out here are pretty big too. Everything is going to run away from you if you just leave it alone. So even snakes. The snake ain't out here looking for you. You know, the snake is looking for food or shade or protection from the birds. You know, the birds see the snake come out here in the open like this, it's going to swoop down and get that snake. So, unless you corner a snake, you know, or if you threaten it, it feels threatened, it's going to bite you. Other than that, it's going to pretty much try to avoid you. So, as long as you respect the wildlife, you know, respect the trails and stuff like that, you have no problem. It's always the people that come out here that are newbies, they're from another country, another city, they've never been out here, and they mess with the animal and then they get bit. You know, just it's about using common sense. You know, before I go on any hike, before I enter any trail or enter the desert, I always ask for permission to come. You know, you got to talk to Mother Nature. She's listening to us. You know, you have to ask for protection. You know, please protect me and allow me to see some beautiful wildlife. You know, it's like when you go to get on the boat, you have permission to board. You know, I'm only here to get exercise and document whatever I see, and that's my intentions when I go out on these hikes, right? Like what I said, you know, words are powerful. You manifest what you think. If you're going to think you're going to get injured or attacked or something like that, and you're thinking about that, that's probably going to happen to you because you're focused on that. Same thing to do with life in general. You know, people that say I can't find a job or I can't find a husband or a boyfriend or girlfriend or stuff like that, because that's what you're manifesting. That's what you keep putting out. That's what you keep thinking about. You know, but if you stay positive, you know, and you think positive thoughts, you're going to have positive stuff happen to you. I only come out here to see the beauty of the desert. You know, the flowers in the spring, you know, like this fruit on this cactus. You know, before I even walk up to this cactus, I already looked around on the bottom there. As you can see, it's wide open, and make sure there isn't anything there that's going to harm me. And then I approach the cactus, show you this fruit. You know, and it's not too far off the trail. If it was really far, like say that's saguaro, I would just zoom in on it like that without having me to walk way over there through all these bushes and stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff that goes on with making a YouTube video. You know, sometimes when I do make a video, just like I just showed you what I do, sometimes I don't show you that. I'll investigate the area first, make sure it's clear. Like if I wanted to walk around this barrel cactus here, before I ever film anything, I would walk around, examine everything, make sure there's nothing in this area that's going to harm me, you know. Then I'll turn the camera on and then I'll show you, wow, look at this barrel cactus, it's pretty big. And then I can walk around it and show you the different cactuses and the saguaro by it, and, you know, that way I'm focused on what I'm filming and I'm not worried about if I'm going to step on something that's going to hurt me or get bit by something. You know, a little bit behind the scenes type of stuff there, but there's a trail that goes off that way. Animal trails. It's really tough walking in this sand, boy. If you want to get some good exercise, go walk out in a wash or something in a river bed. It's tough. Look at that saguaro, how it's all just, it's like, it's huge how the arms are so friggin' spread out so wide. You might be thinking, well, big deal. Well, this is what his big deal is. Those friggin' arms, just one arms, man, they're heavy. They probably weigh about 300 pounds. And for that saguaro to be supporting it like that, like an open palm. Plus it's huge, man. That thing is easily 30 foot tall. I don't know, every time I see these saguaro cactus, it's just amazing. You know, like I say, until you see these in person, you know, you can visualize just how big they really, really are. Look at that one curves like that. Oh, it's getting muggy. Awesome sauce. This is a very healthy looking cholla cactus here. This is what they call a Christmas cholla cactus. And this is really big and really thick. Pretty tall. Who's a pretty little cactus? Yes, you are. Yes, you are, pretty little cactus. You know, they say, go back to what I was saying earlier about words are powerful. How they always say, you know, talk to your plants. And the plants that people talk to grow bigger and more beautiful. You know, and they say, if you get a glass of water or something like that and you say something nice and positive to that glass of water, it will taste better. I'm not making this stuff up. You can go on YouTube and type in power of words, you know, power of thought. You know, you get a plant and you talk to it and give it water, and the other one you yell at it, give it water, and the one you yell at dies. It's because the words are very powerful. Your thoughts are very powerful. You create whatever you're thinking, whether you believe it or not. You know, that's why they have a lot of people, very successful people, have those thought boards, vision boards, or whatever they're called. I might be wrong with what they're called, but a lot of successful people have it. They'll get a board and they'll put pictures of, like, one day I want to have a house like this, I want to have a car like this, I want to get this type of job, I want to make this kind of money. You're sending that out into the universe as a thought, and not only are you thinking about it, you're visualizing it by putting pictures of what you want. Alright? And it works. It's worked for me in my life, it's worked for my wife in her life. You know, it's positive thinking. Thought process. Whew, man, I'm only halfway back. Yeah. Beautiful big cactus. That's an old one. That's been here for a long time. You know. So the next time you're driving and you're having road rage, just think about that. Just think about that negative energy that you're sending out into the universe. Just because you can't see the ripple effects of your voice, vibration, sending out a ripple like that rock, throwing it into the lake, you know, you are targeting that person that you're having road rage at. Whether you know it or not, you are affecting that person, aurora. That person's, yeah, I understand it pissed you off, but, you know, two wrongs don't make a right. I don't like to use my horn. I never use my horn unless I'm waiting for my wife and kids to go to the mall, and I'm like, beep, beep, hurry up. You know, just, you know, it's something you have to think about on a daily basis. You have to think about being nice. Say nice things to people. People love to hear nice things, you know. You see a guy, say, man, you looking pretty good today, man. You see a woman, wow, you look beautiful. Doesn't mean you're being sexually discriminated towards them. No, you're just being nice. Hold the door open for somebody, you know. Go through a drive-through, pay for somebody's food that's behind you, you know. Pay it forward, you know. Those are real random acts of kindness. Look at my battery's flashing. Alright, well, I think I'm going to end it here because my battery is flashing, but if you like these kind of videos, remember to click that like button, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. It don't cost you anything, it's free. Remember, be kind to people. Treat people the way you want to be treated. And like always, thank you for taking the time to watch my videos. I'm gone. Get gone.